I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Hello everyone. Welcome back to V Squad TV, a place where every second Taehyung and ARMY spend together feels closer, warmer, and more meaningful. In this video, we'll discuss Taehyung's Weverse live moments that truly melted ARMY's hearts. From sweet jokes, honest confessions, to small confessions that made it feel even more real. Make sure you watch until the end, because this live isn't just a broadcast, but a space where longings finally meet. Taehyung reappeared on Weverse without much notice. His presence felt spontaneous, as if he just wanted to sit for a moment and talk with the people he missed. As soon as the broadcast began, the atmosphere immediately became warm and intimate. He appeared with a relaxed expression, not overly exaggerated, not fake. The way he looked at the screen and read the comments showed that his attention was truly focused on ARMY, not just the camera. From the start, Taehyung indicated his intention to return. In a soft voice, he said he would come back another time. This simple statement immediately made many fans feel cared for and remembered. He then continued with a statement that sounded light-hearted yet meaningful. He said that if he was bored tomorrow, he would come tomorrow. If he was bored the day after, he would come again. To ARMY, this statement felt like a warm little promise. Jokingly, Taehyung concluded that whenever he was bored, ARMY should play with him. The way he said it seemed to dissolve the distance between idol and fan. He then asked, in a reassuring tone, if ARMY knew how he felt. The question seemed simple, but it felt like a deep emotional confirmation. The moment became even more emotional when Taehyung confessed that he missed ARMY very much. There was no background music, no dramatic effects, just a genuine voice that came out. Shortly after, he chuckled and immediately corrected himself. He said that it wasn't that he actually saw ARMY, but that he did miss them. This clarification actually made the atmosphere lighter and filled with laughter. During the conversation, Taehyung also expressed his enthusiasm for the future. He talked about his desire to create lots of fun content so he could play with ARMY. From the way he spoke, it was clear that this desire came from a place of genuine enthusiasm. He said he wanted to move quickly, wanting to create many moments they could enjoy together. This statement made many fans feel valued as an important part of his journey. One of the most memorable moments occurred when Taehyung read a fan's comment that just seeing his face helped him get through a tough day. This comment made the atmosphere very personal. Without further ado, Taehyung immediately turned on the camera. This action felt spontaneous, as if he wanted to directly respond to ARMY's feelings. As soon as the camera turned on, Taehyung let out a soft chuckle. His smile was natural, not forced, and that's precisely what touched many fans. The live broadcast then moved to a more relaxed conversation. Taehyung talked about small things he was worrying about, including his appearance. He expressed his frustration that his beard hadn't grown as long as he had hoped. He shared that he had envisioned a certain look, but reality didn't live up to those expectations. The way he expressed his complaints sounded honest and light-hearted, without any overly complaining. Instead, this small outpouring made him feel closer and more human. ARMY responded with full support. Many comments remarked that Taehyung's performance was always good, no matter the circumstances. Taehyung paused several times to read the comments. His gaze focused, then he smiled slightly as if the words truly touched his heart. There was no sense of rush throughout the live. Taehyung took his time, savoring every moment together, and letting the conversation flow naturally. This live stream also showcased Taehyung's reflective side. He didn't just joke around, but also talked about longing, boredom, and how he chose to come to Weverse as a form of closeness. After the live stream ended, many fans expressed that the broadcast felt very short, even though it wasn't short. This demonstrated how comfortable and enjoyable the time spent together was. Cutouts from the live stream and quotes from Taehyung quickly spread on social media. Many reshared moments of him laughing, reading comments, and speaking candidly. Taehyung's promise to return whenever he was bored became a small hope that ARMYs kept in mind. not because it was a big promise, but because the way he said it felt sincere. This Weverse live stream reaffirmed Taehyung's strength lies in his ability to build emotional connections. He makes fans feel seen, heard, and accompanied. For V Squad TV, this moment was a perfect example of how simple interactions can have a profound emotional impact. This live stream also demonstrated how Taehyung views Weverse not just as a communication platform, but as a safe space where he can be himself without the demands of a stage role. There, he doesn't have to be perfect. He just needs to be present and share. Several times, he was seen smiling to himself after reading simple yet meaningful comments. Small reactions like these show that ARMY's words truly hold a place in his heart, not just passing by. Taehyung also displayed a small habit of thinking. He paused for a moment, looked at the screen, then spoke again in a slower tone, as if he were formulating his words to avoid misrepresenting his feelings. The moments of silence between conversations felt especially meaningful. There was no need to continue speaking, as his mere presence was enough for the ARMY watching. In this live, Taehyung didn't try to overly entertain. He chose to be honest and genuine, and that's what made the atmosphere feel warmer and more genuine. Many fans expressed that this live gave them a sense of calm that's hard to describe. It was like talking to someone who truly understands without the need for much explanation. This interaction also demonstrated Taehyung's maturity in building relationships with his fans. He not only paid attention, but also listened, read, and responded with empathy. This Weverse live served as a reminder that the relationship between Taehyung and ARMY is built on time, consistency, and honesty, not just a big stage or the spotlight. For many ARMY, this moment will be remembered as one of the most comforting and personal live events. Not because of any major surprises, but because of the warmth that flowed throughout the broadcast. And when the screen finally went dark and the live ended, the feeling that remained wasn't sadness, but rather a sense of contentment. Enough to have met, to have shared, and to have strengthened each other, even if only through a screen. Taehyung closed the live with a warm and calm atmosphere. There were no overly emotional goodbyes, just a gentle tone of voice and an expression that conveyed how much this brief encounter meant to him. For ARMY, that closing moment felt like an unspoken promise that this togetherness would continue. It wasn't about how often he came, but about the sense of security created each time he was there. This Weverse live once again reminded us that Taehyung is someone who can make simple things feel special. With honesty, small jokes, and genuine attention, he creates a space that is always missed. That's a complete look at Taehyung's Weverse live, filled with warmth, honesty, and longing. It's not just a regular broadcast, but a space where Taehyung and ARMY can be present without distance. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to V Squad TV so you don't miss any more exciting stories about Taehyung. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video with another heartwarming story on V Squad TV.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world